Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Cape Atlantic League game of the night. Mainland at home to take on Holy Spirit. Mike Frankel, Matt Ulmer with you high above the court here in Linwood. Almost a packed house tonight at the Mustang Corral to see these two arch rivals do battle in this Cape Atlantic League National Conference matchup. Starters being introduced right now. Holy Spirit comes in with a record of 5-3. The Spartans are 1-1 so far on the Cal National slate. Mainland comes in at 6-3. The Mustangs undefeated at 3-0 in Cal National play. These teams near the top of the standings in the Cal National, along with Cedar Creek. The Pirates are 2-0 as well. This game could go a long way, not only in deciding the conference champion, but also for Cape Atlantic League tournament seeding, which of course is coming up in a few weeks. Holy Spirit coming off a 56-49 win over Ocean City last time out. Mainland trying to bounce back. The Mustangs fell to Toms River North 64-60 over the weekend at the Metro Classic in Toms River. The starters for Holy Spirit, they'll start seniors Jack Robillard and Henry Robillard in the backcourt, along with fellow senior Jack Sella. Senior Joe Glenn will man the middle for Jamie Gillespie's team, and freshman Jameer Smith rounds out the starting five for the Spartans. Holy Spirit playing without standout senior guard Christian Kalinowski as he continues to work his way back from an ankle injury. Mainland starters being introduced right now for the Stangs. They'll start senior Jaquan Mace, senior Luke Mazer, senior Tony Tomanini, senior Zach Maddock, and senior Jake Cook. So 9 of the 10 starters tonight are seniors. The other freshman, Jameer Smith, for Holy Spirit. Just about set for tip-off here. Gym continuing to fill up in a highly anticipated matchup, the first of 2 scheduled games between these teams this season. Again, Holy Spirit comes in 5-3, 1-1 in Cal National Conference play. Mainland 6-3 overall, 3-0 in Cal National Conference play. Mike Frankel, Matt Ulmer with you tonight. Thanks for joining us in the Cape Atlantic League game of the night between these Route 9 rivals here in Linwood. Mainland with a full student section tonight across the court. Holy Spirit also with a nice student section making the trip down the road from Absecon, and they're seated right below our camera. So we're all set for tip-off here tonight. Holy Spirit in the blues with gold lettering, Mainland in white with green numerals, and the tip is knocked to Holy Spirit, and it'll be the freshman Jameer Smith to bring it up for the Spartans. Mustangs open in a man-to-man defense. Here's Henry Robillard over to Smith. Right in front of the Mainland bench, he circles back to the top. Tight defense there from Jaquan Mace. Smith thought about a 3. Now Glenn, top of the key, over to Sella. And is stolen away by Jake Cook. Cook on the run. And Cook leaves the layup short. So here we go the other way. Robillard bumped, puts it up, gets it to go. That's Henry Robillard with the first 2 of the game. And the Spartans are on the scoreboard first. Luke Mazer walks it across for the Stangs. Spirit also opens in man-to-man defense. Switch up top, Cook for 3. Back iron no good. Battle for the board, taken down by Smith, and he's on the run for Spirit. Finds Robillard, spin down low, glass, rolls off the rim. Rebound taken down by Maddock. Now here's Mace across the timeline, behind the back dribble. Mace still on the handle, and he loses it. Sella comes away with the steal for Spirit. Sella and Smith play catch as head coach Jamie Gillespie calls out the set. Glenn couldn't catch down low, taken away by the Mustangs. Here's Mazer, tripped up, and now a steal by Spirit, and he's called for a foul. So Mazer lost the basketball, felt like he was fouled. Whistles were silent, and then he commits the foul going the other way. First foul of the game on either team goes against the senior Luke Mazer. He's been one of the leaders for this Mainland team so far this year, along with Jake Cook. Those two are the leading scorers for the Stangs. And now another quick foul here on Luke Mazer. Dan Williams less than thrilled about that. So Mazer will have to take a seat here less than 2 minutes into the ball game. Our first sub of the game will be Kareem Spence off of the bench for the Stangs. Sella to inbound. Gets it into Henry Robillard. Over to Jameer Smith. Now here's Sella. Now here's Jack Robillard with the catch. Over to Smith. He launches for three. Way off the mark. Rebound chased down by Mainland. And another foul. This is the first of the game against Holy Spirit. So Tony Tomanini with the rebound. Fouled on the play there by Joe Glenn. And it'll be Mainland basketball here. 2-0. Just about 2 minutes gone by here in Linwood. Stangs get it into Jake Cook. And he'll set the offense. Cook backing his way down the lane, looking for a teammate down low, stays with Mainland. Maddock along the baseline finds Cook in the near corner. Now Cook circles to the hoop, contact, and that'll be 2 quick fouls against Joe Glenn. So a key player for both teams with 2 fouls early in this first quarter. Glenn will have to take a seat, and Jake Cook goes to the free throw line. Mainland seeking its first point of the night. Cook's free throw is good. So Glenn has to head to the bench, and into the game will be Gavin Gillespie, Jr., son of head coach Jamie Gillespie. So Mazer with 2 for Mainland, Glenn with 2 fouls for Spirit. Again, just a little more than 2 minutes going by here in the first quarter. Cook hits the pair, and we're tied at 2. Little half-court pressure here from the Stangs. Spirit gets it across. Here's Gillespie down low, double-teamed. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Spirit. Again, Holy Spirit 5-3 coming in. Mainland 6-3. Mainland 3-0, though, in Cal National Division play. And we're going the other way. That was Henry Robillard with it along the baseline, but he lost it out of bounds. And Spirit turns it over. Mace gets it in, now right back to Mace as the senior hustles across the timeline. Over to Cook. Up top to Maddock, and now Mace, right wing. Up top to Spence, Kareem Spence off the bench. Here's Mace in the corner now. Thought about going baseline, he's cut off down there. That's good defense, we have a tie-up. That's the freshman Jameer Smith tying up the senior Mace. Possession arrow stays with the Mustangs. Again, still 2-2, just over 5 minutes left in the opening quarter here tonight in Linwood. Maddock in the corner. Now left wing, and is taken away by Smith. Jameer Smith, freshman on the run. Loose ball on the floor. And we have another tie up here, and this one will stay with Holy Spirit. So back-to-back jump balls being called there. It'll be Henry Robillard to inbound under his own basket. Gets it in to Jameer Smith, right in front of the Mainland bench. Guarded closely by Spence. Now up top to Jack Robillard. Between the legs dribble. Still with possession. Pull up mid-range jumper is good. So Jack Robillard hits. And it's 4-2 Spirit. Quickly, here's Cook the other way. Contact down low, no call. Rebound taken down by Spirit. Quickly ahead to Smith. One more to Gillespie. And can't get it to go down low. Cook with the rebound for Mainland. Jake Cook now. Floater in the lane and it falls. 4 points for Jake Cook, and we're tied at 4 with a little over 4 minutes left in the opening quarter. Here's Jack Robillard. Corner three, Henry Robillard blocked out there by Cook, but Spirit keeps possession. Jameer Smith now setting things up for Spirit, the freshman in the starting lineup here. Again, Spirit still playing without Christian Kalinowski, standout senior out with an ankle injury. Jack Robillard knocks down the three. So 5 early points for Jack Robillard. And with that, Spirit takes a 7-4 lead. This ball knocked out of bounds by Jack Robillard. Another player into the game now for Holy Spirit, Elijah Stewart, seeing his first action tonight as Henry Robillard heads to the bench. So Mainland basketball. Stangs get it into Jake Cook. Drives to his left. Down the lane. Short on the dunk attempt. Battle for the rebound. He gets it back himself. Stripped away. And now a whistle. Jake Cook staying with that play. He was denied by the rim. There were some bodies in his way. He was able to come back up with the basketball, and now he heads to the free throw line to shoot 2. Cook with all 4 points for Mainland so far tonight. Cook's first free throw rolls in. Jake Cook now with 5. Again, Luke Mazer on the bench for Mainland. 2 early fouls. Same story for Joe Glenn of Holy Spirit. Second free throw is short. Gillespie battling for the rebound, but it's taken down by Tomanini of Mainland. Now here's Spence over to Mace. Thought about a 3. Now into the corner. Maddock launches for 3. Can't get it to go. Here's Sella with the rebound for Spirit, and he wants to run. Sella to Smith, able to save it. Stewart thought about a 3. Now he dips in, looking for Gillespie in the corner, but Gillespie had gone baseline, and the Spartans turn it over. So Mainland basketball, the Stangs trail 7-5, 3:13 to go here in the first quarter in Linwood. Mike Frankel, Matt Ulmer with you, high above the court here at the Mustang Corral. Here's Mace. 3 on the way from Tomanini, gets it to go. Tony Tomanini, his first points of the ball game, and Mainland takes the lead 8-7. Gillespie up top. Here's Sella, left wing. Back up top to Jack Robillard. Puts it on the floor. Now Sella will launch for 3 and hit. Senior Jack Sella with the 3 ball, and back and forth we go. Tomanini, jump step along the baseline. It won't fall. Battling for the board, tips it out. Now here's Maddock. He can't get it to go. And the rebound taken down by Spirit. Jameer Smith, the freshman. And he's fouled, making his way up court. That'll go against Kareem Spence. Henry Robillard checking back into the ball game now, replacing his brother Jack. 3 team fouls for both squads so far here in the first. Just over 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Spirit with the ball up by 2. Gillespie over to Stewart. Sella now, top of the key. One more for Smith. As the Spartans play catch, and now it's Robillard driving and scoring. That's Henry Robillard. Give him 4 and make it 12-8 now, Spirit. Mace over to Maddock, and now Cook. Mace, Maddock through the lane. Fouled on his way up. Cook with the putback, but wave it off as Zach Maddock will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Standout goalie on the Mainland soccer team, senior. Starter for Dan Williams this season. He'll head to the free throw line, seeking his first points of the night with Mainland down by 4. First one's an air ball. Holy Spirit student section, letting Maddock hear it after that one. Zach will get another. Second free throw is long, so 0 for 2 from the line there for Zach Maddock. And Sella with the rebound for Spirit. Spartans bring it across. Here's Stewart now. Jameer Smith. Circles to the top, now backs it out toward midcourt. Crossover dribble, guarded closely there by Spence. Sella with the basketball now. Over to Stewart, circles through the lane. Hangs, blocked. Blocked by Maddock, and he comes up with it. Now poked away from behind by Stewart, and he loses it off his foot. Or does he? Yes, he does. So it'll stay with Mainland after the back-to-back turnovers there. Good defense from Zach Maddock, but then Elijah Stewart picks his pocket on the way up court. Nana Asuni into the game for the first time for Mainland now. Now here's a drive by Mace. Spence now. Tamanini dips into the elbow. Spence looking for Cook down low, able to catch it. Over to Asuni, back to Cook. Cook with a tough shot, can't get it to fall. The rebound taken down by Spirit. Here's Smith now. And we have a traveling violation. Spirit didn't have the numbers. Smith trying to press the issue anyway, and he's called for steps. So it'll be Mainland basketball now. Spence with the ball. Osuni looking down low for Tamanini. Back to Osuni. Stolen away, not quite. Mainland keeps it. Osuni with the save. Crossover dribble. A look down low to Spence. Too long on the shot. Spence gets the offensive rebound. Tamanini for three. Back iron no good. Osuni with the rebound. Mace for three. He can't get it to go, and the rebound comes down to Spirit. Here are the Spartans on the run. And Spirit turns it right back over. Spence can't get it to go with the buzzer. So a helter-skelter end to that first quarter, but when the dust settles, the visiting Holy Spirit Spartans with a 12-8 lead after one over Mainland. Mike Frankel, Matt Ulmer with you, high above the court here in Linwood as Mainland takes on Holy Spirit. The Spartans leading 12-8 after one. A reminder, you can also watch this game at Charlie's in Summers Point. I'd like to say hello to everyone watching down there. Obviously a big-time matchup, a lot of interest in the local community, so if you're not here tonight or can't make it down to the gym, you can also watch the action being live streamed at Charlie's Bar and Restaurant in Summers Point. Pat Smith into the game for Holy Spirit late in that first quarter. Now he's back on the bench. Jameel Wilkins now into the game for the first time for Spirit. Now here's Mace for Mainland. Again, the Mustangs down by 4 to start the second quarter here. Mace breaks Sella down off the dribble, but Sella's able to save it, or did he? He stepped out of bounds. Frank Burbridge with the call along the baseline, so the ball will stay with Mainland. Jake Cook, 5 points in that first quarter for the Stangs. Tony Tamanini with 3. Jack Rovillard leading the way for Spirit right now with 5. Sella with 3. Henry Rovillard with 4. Here's Spence, guarded closely there. Now dishes off to Osuni, who lays it in. Nana Osuni with his first 2 off of the bench. And Mainland pulls within 2. Sella into the corner for Rovillard, and it's knocked out of bounds. Tight defense there from Kareem Spence. Not quite capacity here tonight in Linwood, but pretty close. Nice crowd on hand to watch these two Route 9 rivals do battle for the first time this season. Spirit with the basketball. Here's Jack Sella. Hit a 3 in that opening quarter. Dishes it to Henry Rovillard. Circles to the top. Now here's Jack Rovillard. He launches for 3, and that's way off the mark. Rebound taken down by Mace. Tipped out of bounds by Sella. It'll stay with Mainland. Again, if you're just joining us, early foul trouble for a key player on both teams. Luke Mazer, 2 early fouls for Mainland. Joe Glenn, 2 early fouls for Spirit. And now we have a timeout on the floor called by Jamie Gillespie. So a timeout, Spirit, with the Spartans up 12-10. All right, out of the timeout, Mainland basketball. Mazer now back into the game for Mainland with those 2 fouls. So is Joe Glenn, for Holy Spirit with 2. Mainland ball here. Spence up top to Mazer with the ball, guarded closely by Sella. Now here's Spence to Osuni, high post, up to Mazer. Again, guarded closely by Sella. Crossover, though, gets a step. Nice look to Osuni, and he finishes down low. Luke Mazer dropping the dime there. We're all tied up at 12. Here's Henry Robillard with the basketball right in front of the Mainland bench. Into the corner for Sella. Up top for Jameel Wilkins. Wilkins, another freshman in the rotation here for head coach Jamie Gillespie. Here's Jack Robillard now. To his right, cut off to Henry. Sella with another 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound taken out by Spence for the Stangs. Kareem Spence still with the basketball, off of the glass, and it's short. Glenn with the rebound for Spirit. Here's Sella now, into the corner. 3 ball on the way from Wilkins, off the mark. Battle for the board. Still a battle for it, taken down by Spirit. Inside to Glenn, gets it to go in, 1. So give Joe Glenn 2 off of the nice feed there from Henry Robillard, and Glenn will try to complete the 3-point play. Joe Glenn, the senior big man for the Spartans, again playing with those 2 fouls. Can't complete the 3-point play, and the rebound is grabbed there by Kareem Spence. 14-12, 5 and change to go here before halftime. That ball is tipped out of bounds by Sella. Tried to convince the official otherwise. Official not having it. So it'll be Mainland ball right in front of the Spirit student section, right below our camera. Spartans get it in to Cook. Now here's Spence, he'll launch for 3, and he gets it to go. First points of the game for Kareem Spence, and the Stangs are back on top now, 15-14, as we approach 5 minutes left before halftime. Stewart, top of the key. Robillard now. Now here's Jack Robillard. The Atlantic City transfers, both playing major minutes now in their senior year for Holy Spirit, and a foul on the floor here. It'll be the 5th against Mainland. Looks like they're going to get Tomanini for the reach, his first of the game. So it'll stay with Spirit now. Looking for Glenn down low. He's able to catch, but out in the corner. Back to Henry Robillard. Robillard bumped from behind, and that'll be Jake Cook whistled for the foul. Cook not expecting Robillard to pull up there, and kind of got caught behind him, commits the foul. First of the game on the senior, Cook, leading the way so far tonight for Mainland with 5 points. So here's Henry Robillard. He has 4 so far tonight for Spirit. Mike Frankel, Matt Ulmer with you here for the Cape Atlantic League game of the night. First free throw good from Henry Robillard. Second one coming, and that one good. So Henry Rovillard, the high man of the game right now with 6 points, and Holy Spirit right back on top, 16-15. Little three-quarter court pressure here from Jamie Gillespie's team. Mainland has to get it across, they finally do. Tamanini for 3. Rims out, battle for the rebound down low. Osuni battling down low with the freshman Jameer Smith. Jump ball, and possession arrow in favor of Holy Spirit. So Spartans basketball now, 4:17 to go here in the second quarter in this Cape Atlantic League National Conference clash. A lot of action in the Cape Atlantic League tonight. Ocean City against Apsagami. Pleasantville getting set to take on Middle Township later tonight as well. A few of the other games. Here's Jack Rovillard. Down low looking for Glenn, and that ball slipped all the way through and out of bounds. So a turnover against Holy Spirit. Sella back into the game quickly now for Jack Rovillard. Mazer back on the bench, by the way, for Mainland with those 2 fouls, as Dan Williams tries to go a little offense-defense for him, but he stays on the bench this time. Pass down low, and one more to Osuni. Can't finish. Here's Stewart. Over to Jameer Smith. Rovillard, baseline to Glenn. Catches and can't finish. Jake Cook with the defensive rebound for the Stangs. Cook will bring it up himself, crossover dribble into the lane. Finds Spence in the corner, wide open for 3. That one won't go down. Sella with the rebound. Up ahead to Smith, able to catch it, but no angle for a shot. Now Henry Rovillard will reset. 3:18 to go in the second. Smith in the corner, works his way through the lane. Stewart, Rovillard now. Rovillard down the lane, floater, back iron, no good. Battle for the board. Stewart comes up with it near midcourt. Skip pass, Smith, 3 ball on the way, way long. Rebound taken down by Spence, behind the back dribble. No number, so he'll slow it down. Tamanini drives baseline, cut off, hangs, blocked, and Glenn stepped on the sideline there, the end line I should say, so it'll stay with Mainland. Maddock back into the game now as Osuni heads to the bench. Good minutes off of the bench for Nana Osuni. Gillespie also back into the game. That's Gavin Gillespie for Holy Spirit, as Glenn will sit on the bench with those 2 fouls and the Spartans on defense. Long pass into the backcourt. And here's Tony Tamanini. Now Spence to set things up for Mainland. Under 3 to go. Guarded closely by Sella. And here's Sella with the steal. Ahead to Gillespie. Gavin Gillespie hangs, and he's fouled on the way up. Kareem Spence commits the foul there. Send Gavin Gillespie to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Once again, you can watch the live stream tonight at Charlie's if you're in the area and you can't make it to the gym, or you're not at home watching and you're heading out. Thanks to our friends at Charlie's for carrying the action tonight. First free throw off of the mark there from Gillespie. Stewart heads to the bench for Holy Spirit. Jameel Wilkins back in for the Spartans. Second free throw is good for Gillespie, his first point of the night. And the Spartans back on top by 2. 17-15, 2:25 to go, second quarter here in Linwood. Stangs play catch up top. Cook in the post. And he's fouled down there. Looks like the foul will go against Jameer Smith, the freshman. That's the 6th team foul against Holy Spirit. 7 right now against Mainland, so Spirit will be shooting from here on out. Check that, the 5th team foul against Mainland. So Spirit has 1 more to give here. Cook down low, and he's fouled on the way up. So Jake Cook will head to the free throw line to shoot 2 as he powered down the paint. Jake Cook 5 points so far tonight. He's the high man for Mainland. To the stripe to shoot a pair. First one is short. Second free throw coming here for Jake Cook. That one goes down. It's now 6 points for Jake Cook, and Mainland back within one. Smith across the timeline. Spartans working around the perimeter. Here's Gillespie. Back over to Smith. Gillespie, left wing, backs it out. Jameel Wilkins with the basketball now, guarded closely by Mace into Gillespie in the paint. He'll back it out. Robillard dips in, spins, cut off by Cook. Sella along the baseline, gets his man in the air, but can't finish. Gets his own offensive rebound, and that one rolls off. And the rebound taken out by Maddock. 3 bodies on the floor at the other end as they try to untangle, but here we go. Here's Spence into the corner for Mace. His three's on the way. A little bit long, rebound down to Spirit. Robillard looking for Gillespie. It's broken up. It'll stay with Holy Spirit with 1:11 to go here in the second quarter. Jack Robillard back into the ball game now. Henry Robillard takes a seat. Spirit with the basketball, up by 1. Spartans get it in to Jameer Smith on the left wing. Now drives baseline, up and under, and it rolls off. Sella with the offensive rebound, though. He can't get it to go. Cook with the board for Mainland. Now here's Jaquan Mace on the run. Into the lane, hangs, and a block is called against Holy Spirit. That'll go against Jameel Wilkins. And we'll see if they call it a shooting foul here. And they do. So Mace to the free throw line to shoot 2. Jaquan Mace seeking his first points of the night. Joey Hoops getting set to check in for Mainland for the first time tonight. Mace off on the first one. Glenn also back into the game for Holy Spirit with those 2 fouls. Wilkins heads to the bench. Tomanini to the bench for the Stangs. Second free throw coming here for Jaquan Mace. He can tie it with this. Under a minute to go here. Mainland down 1. Can't get it to go. Last touch by Cook. So another empty trip to the free throw line there for Mainland. Jaquan Mace missing a pair. Spirit still on top by 1 with the basketball. 50 seconds to go before halftime. Jameer Smith over to Robillard. This is Jack Robillard, guarded closely by Mace. Picks up his dribble. Now Sella. See if Holy Spirit holds for 1. 35 seconds to go before the break. Sella, left wing. Robillard thought about a 3. Now hangs, shoots, and hits. That's Jack Robillard. He now has 7 points in the ball game. The lead is 3. Mainland has 20 seconds to work with. Now we'll see if the Stangs hold for 1. Here's Hoops with the basketball. They get it to Cook. Cook thought about a backdoor pass, picks up his dribble. Hoops guarded closely there. Now here's Spence, 3 seconds to go. Spence, 1 second to go. Gets a shot off, and it's off the mark at the buzzer. So it's halftime here in Linwood between Mainland and Holy Spirit. The Spartans on top of the Mustangs, 19-16 at the break. I'll jump back in with you in a few moments as we break down some first half scoring here in this Cape Atlantic League National Division battle. Just about set for the start of the second half here in Linwood between Mainland and Holy Spirit. Mike Frankel, Matt Ulmer with you here tonight at the Mustang Corral. A nearly capacity crowd here as Holy Spirit has a 19-16 lead over Mainland at the half. Let's break down some first half scoring totals for you. First for Spirit with a 3-point lead, Jack Rovillard with 7 points, Henry Rovillard with 6, Jack Sella with 3, Joe Glenn with 2, Gavin Gillespie with 1. And then for Mainland, Jake Cook has 6, Tony Tomanini with 3, Kareem Spence with 3, Nana Osuni with 4. So Joe Glenn just 2 points for Spirit. He was in early foul trouble. Same story for Luke Mazer for Mainland, who's scoreless tonight so far. Both of those players start the second half here, and it'll be Mainland basketball as the third quarter is underway here in Linwood. Again, Mainland in white, Holy Spirit in the navy blue, as Mainland looks to set things up here. Spirit still in man-to-man, just like in the first half. Into the corner now and down low for Jake Cook. Powers his way down, blocked from behind, and it'll stay with Mainland. That was Jameer Smith, the freshman, coming from behind and blocking that shot. Mazer to inbound, gets it into Cook. Back to Mazer, left wing, gets to the baseline. Pull-up jumper, never got it off because he was fouled. So they get Jack Sella with the foul. That'll mean Luke Mazer heads to the free throw line to shoot 2. First foul of the game on Sella. Again, Luke Mazer seeking his first points of the night here. Foul trouble in the first half. Can't get the first to go. Spinning adventure at the free throw line for Mainland tonight. Down by 3, but could easily have the lead. A couple empty trips here in the first half. Mazer getting another. That one is good. First point of the night for Luke Mazer brings the Stangs within 2. And now here's Holy Spirit with the basketball. Rovillard now. Over to Glenn. Backdoor look to Rovillard, and it's stolen away by Mainland. Here's Jaquan Mace with some speed. Behind the back dribble. Maddock in the corner. Now here's Mazer up top. Long 3 on the way from Mazer, and he gets it to go. Luke Mazer bangs the 3, and Mainland has the lead 20-19. Just over a minute gone by here in the third. Rovillard to Rovillard. Now here's Sella. Jack Rovillard. Looking for Glenn in the post. Instead he goes around a screen. Now he gets it into Glenn, double teamed. Looking for Rovillard in the corner, and Henry couldn't control it, and the ball skips out of bounds. Mainland forcing the Spirit turnover there. Mustangs with the basketball now with a 1-point lead. Jaquan Mace walks it across. Around a screen from Cook. Mace still on the move. Finds Tomanini up top. Now here's Mace in the corner. Thought about a 3. Backs it out. Maddock. Underhand scoop shot. It almost went down. He was fouled though on the way up. Zach Maddock scoreless tonight, but he heads to the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw good for Zach Maddock. The senior gets another. And he hits them both. So now a 3-point lead for Mainland. The Stangs were trailing by 3 at the break. Now up by 3. 6-0 run here to start the third period. Henry Rovillard looking for Sella. He's able to catch it, puts it on the floor, and he's fouled on the floor before the shot, so wave it off. Foul will go against Mainland. Looks like they'll get Tony Tomanini, his second of the game. Henry Rovillard to inbound for Spirit. Gets it into the freshman, Jameer Smith. Smith, stop, pop, short, an air ball. Rebound by Mazer. Lobs it ahead to Mace. Mace stops and pops. and he's off the mark. Cook with the offensive rebound, blocked by Glenn. Another board for Cook. Maddock for three, rims out. Rebound taken down by Rovillard. Here's Henry Rovillard, hangs and hits. Henry Rovillard now with 8 in the ball game. Spirit back within one, 22-21. Here's Cook, down the lane with authority. Comes up short though, gets his own rebound, still with it. And a jump ball is called. Good defense there by Joe Glenn. Possession arrow in favor of the Spartans. Here's Jameer Smith to walk it up for Holy Spirit. 5:11 to go here in the third. Smith up top to Joe Glenn. Henry Rovillard now to Jack Rovillard. He launches for three. Way off the mark. Rebound taken down by Maddock. Here's Mazer now. Over to Maddock. Mace in the corner. Thought about a three. Circles back up. Mazer now. Maddock open for three. We have a whistle away from the basketball. Looks like that'll go against Henry Rovillard. He was battling Tony Tomanini down low. Second foul of the night on the senior Henry Rovillard. Third team foul here as we're less than halfway through this third period against Spirit. Mace to inbound. Gets it into Cook. One dribble. Cut off there by Joe Glenn. It'll stay with Mainland. Cook usually so effective around the rim, but Joe Glenn is a big body down there for the Spartans. Glenn turns them away here. Again, though, the basketball stays with the Stangs. Mazer to inbound. Into Cook. And now here's Mace. And now another jump ball is called as Mazer was cut off. And a possession arrow in favor of Mainland. So it'll stay with the Mustangs. Stewart into the game, Gillespie into the game for Holy Spirit. Jack Rovillard and Sella head to the bench. Mace tried to get it in, went off a Spirit player though, and Mace touched it. He was still out of bounds, so that's a turnover. Credit Henry Rovillard there with the defense. So the Stangs turn it over. Holy Spirit down by one, just about halfway through this third quarter here in Linwood. The freshman, Smith, to Glenn. Rovillard had trouble catching it at first, now he gathers. Back over to Jameer Smith. And an offensive foul is called on Smith. That has the Mainland student section fired up. Give Jaquan Mace credit with the tight defense there. Offensive foul against Smith. He'll head to the bench now. Sella back into the game. So Mainland with the basketball. Maddock catches top of the key. Now Cook. Now Mazer. Right in front of Dan Williams in the bench. Tomanini for three. A little bit long. Rebound comes down to Gillespie. Sella now on the move. Gets it to go. Sella for two. Give him 5 and give Spirit the lead again. 23-22. 3:42 to go here in the third. Mace now. Kicks to the corner. Tomanini. One more for Maddock. Cut off along the baseline. Finds Cook. Faked a pass, drives. Scoop shot, short. Spirit comes up with it. Pass ahead to Rovillard. Chases it down. Into the middle for Glenn. Guarded by Maddock, but gets it up and gets it to go. Glenn with 4. Quickly, we're off the other way. Here's Mace in the corner. Guarded by Stewart. Top of the key, Mazer. Mazer to his left. Spins in the lane. One more pass. A few more passes. Cook steps into a 3. Can't get it to go. Maddock with the offensive rebound. Tied up. Or was he? He was fouled. Fouled down low. Maddock may have had a layup earlier in that exchange, but he had his back to the bucket. But he's working hard down low, gets the offensive rebound. Now he'll get a break as Osuni checks in. First action here in the second half. He had 4 off of the bench in the first half. Also Kareem Spence back into the ball game. Here's Cook, low post, double teamed. Back out to Spence. Under 3 to go in the third. Spence cut off along the foul line. 3 on the way from Cook off of the mark. Rebound taken out by Jack Rovillard. He'll slow it down for Spirit, and now Sella to set things up top. Over to Henry Rovillard. Tight D from Cook, and it looks like they're going to get Cook with a whistle. Foul go against Jake Cook. Second foul on the night for Jake Cook, standout senior. Standout football player as well. Pass comes in, almost taken away. Chased down by Stewart. Spirit having trouble setting things up here. Now here's Henry Rovillard with it. To his right, Sella in the near corner. To the elbow, Stewart launches for 3, back iron. Rebound taken down by Mace. Double team to the backcourt, and he's tripped up, and that foul will go against Jack Rovillard. Jameel Wilkins into the game. Henry Rovillard takes a seat. Just over 2 minutes to go here. Spirit on top of Mainland, 25-22. Spirit now with 16 fouls, though, so Mainland will be shooting the rest of the way. Mazer sets it up, picks up his dribble right on the horseshoe. Over to Osuni, back to Mazer. To his left, Luke Mazer into the corner for Spence. Slices across the lane, poked away. Stewart chases down in the corner. He's able to save it to Jack Rovillard. Now here's Jack Rovillard. Picks up his dribble. Elijah Stewart sets things up right on the Mainland M there near center court. Over to Rovillard. Cook, tight defense. Jake Cook able to poke it out of bounds. Zach Maddock back into the game now for Mainland. Osuni heads back to the bench. 1:20 to go here in the third. Low scoring game here tonight. Just 25-22 Spirit. Sella catches, undercut, that's dangerous. Foul go against Kareem Spence. Looks like Sella's okay. Kind of an awkward tumble there, but trying to walk it off right now. Nothing malicious, just Spence going for the basketball. Sella ended up on top of him on the way down. Spirit still with the basketball. Sella fires it into Rovillard in the backcourt. Here's Jack with the basketball. Walks it across the timeline, guarded by Cook. Tight defense by Mazer. Sella gets the step, though, and gets the roll. Jack Sella now with 7, and the lead is up to 5. One of the largest leads of the game. It's been low scoring. It's been a tight game. Mazer to Maddock. Spence thought about a 3. Now circles back in. Cut off there. Ball goes out of bounds. And Frank Burbridge says it'll stay with Mainland. We're under a minute to go here in the third. Mike Frankel, Matt Ulmer with you on the Cape Atlantic League game of the night here in Linwood between Mainland and Holy Spirit. Maddock catches, back out. Here's Mazer. To his left, around a screen, thought about a 3. Back to Maddock, those two play catch. Mazer cut off, down low to Maddock, nice pass, and can't get the reverse layup to go. So here's Spirit the other way. 32 seconds to go in the third. Wilkins with the handle. Now here's Sella. Jamie Gillespie wants one shot. Mainland trying to speed up Spirit, but here's Jack Rovillard with the basketball. 15 seconds to go. Now it looks like the Stangs are content to allow Spirit to hold for 1. Around a screen goes Jack. Pull up from the elbow, gets it to go. 3 seconds left for Mainland. 1 second, Mazer from 3/4 court. Almost gets it to go down, but it's off the mark. And the Spartans able to extend the lead there in the third. Holy Spirit on top of Mainland, heading to the fourth as the Spartans lead 29-22. All right, set for the fourth quarter here in Linwood. Holy Spirit on top of Mainland 29-22. Spartans basketball here to begin the fourth. This pivotal Cape Atlantic League National Division matchup. Mainland 3-0 in the division. Spirit comes in at 1-1. These two teams near the top of the Cal National standings along with Cedar Creek. So this one could go a long way in deciding the conference or division. Here's Henry Robillard around a screen from Sella. Pick and roll to Sella in the lane, and he traveled. Good defense there by Mainland. He was swarmed down there, Glenn was. And an early turnover. So Mainland down by 7, largest deficit of the game here as the Stangs try to chip away early in the fourth. Cook, high post, puts it on the floor. Blocked by Glenn, and now taken away by Robillard. That's Henry. Henry on the dribble, spin in the lane, leaves it short. Offensive rebound, and he's fouled from behind there by Tony Tomanini. Henry Robillard heads to the free throw line to shoot 2. The Robillard brothers have teamed up for 17 points tonight. This one is good for Henry. Now both brothers with 9. Hard to tell them apart on the court, hard to tell them apart on the score sheet. Second one short. Spence with the rebound for Mainland, but no, poked away from behind by Smith. Smith has it, and a timeout is called quickly by Jamie Gillespie. Some extracurricular stuff after the play here. As between Cook and Smith, the officials step in. Some words for the Holy Spirit assistant coaching staff, and now Jamie Gillespie. But we do have a timeout called by Spirit. Spartans on top of the Mustangs, 30-22, 7:07 to go here in the fourth. Spirit basketball coming out of the timeout. Henry Robillard to inbound. Looking for his brother, taken away by Cook, and now here's Mazer all alone, and Luke Mazer lays it in for 2. Mainland slowly chipping away. The Mustangs now down by 6, under 7 minutes to go here in the fourth. Jack Robillard, that's for 3, off the mark. Jaquan Mace had it for a second. Put back, no good. Cook comes down with it, now taken away though by Elijah Stewart. Stewart with the miss, but then he's able to get back for the basketball and take it away. Cook lost his balance on that transaction. Here's Jameer Smith. Over to Glenn. Now Jack Robillard. Stewart catches. Over to Henry Robillard. Dips in, hangs in the lane, can't get it to fall. Cook with another rebound. This time he secures it, gets it over to Luke Mazer. Stangs down by 6 here with the basketball. Here's Jake Cook. Double team near the elbow. Spence in the corner, works his way out. Mace launches for 3 and hits. Jaquan Mace with his first points of the night, 3 big ones there, brings Mainland within 3. Half-court pressure and a steal. Here's Cook. Lost it for a moment, almost lost it again, spins into the lane, a little bit out of control here, but last touched by Spirit. Cook a little bit shaken up. So is one of the Rovillards in the lane there. That looks like Jack, rubbing the back of his head. Mainland Athletic Director Mike Gatley on the floor now is maybe looking for a towel to try and dry that area in the lane. As we wait for the floor to be dried here. It'll be Mainland basketball coming out of this. No fouls were called in the lane. Instead, the ball last touched by Holy Spirit down there. All right, looks like we're just about set to resume action here. 5:34 to go in the fourth. Mainland down 30-27 with the basketball, though. Cook into Mazer. Up top for Spence, guarded by Gavin Gillespie. Here's Cook now. Looking for Mazer. Gets it to him. Luke Mazer in front of his own bench. Skip pass. Mace. That ball looked like it was kicked. No whistle. Cook with it now near midcourt. Jay Cook to his left. Spins to his right. Into the lane. Cut off by Glenn. Two more passes. Mazer thought about a three. Skip pass to Spence. He dips in. Blocked by Joe Glenn. Glenn manning the middle for Holy Spirit. It's been tough to get a shot off down there against the big fella. So Mazer to inbound. Gets it into Cook. Jaquan Mace. Back to Mazer. Closely guarded there by Jack Sella. Gets to the baseline. Cut off. Three on the way from Tomanini. Rims out. Rebound to Glenn. Here comes Spirit, up by three. Smith now, the freshman. Sella wide open. He launches for three and is short. Mace with the rebound for the Stangs. Jaquan Mace. 4:30 and change to go here in the fourth. Dan Williams calling out a set for the Stangs. It'll start with a catch from Cook, and now Tomanini over to Mazer. Thought about a deep three, puts it on the floor. Here's Cook now. Guarded by Jack Rovillard. Cook spins into the lane. Mazer again thought about a deep three. To his left, behind the back dribble. Spence drives baseline. Here's Mazer. Again, just no space. Good defense here by Holy Spirit. Tomanini is open for three, and he hits. And with that, we're all tied up at 30. A quick timeout here from Mainland. Tony Tomanini ties the game at 30 with 3:48 to go. So here we go out of the timeout, which was called by Mainland after Tony Tomanini hit that three to tie the game at 30. Mainland trailed by as many as 7. Now we're tied, though, at 30. 3:48 to go here in the fourth. Low-scoring game. Cape Atlantic League National Division Battle. Mike Frankel, Matt Ulmer with you on the Cape Atlantic League Game of the Night. Glad you're with us. Again, some token three-quarter court pressure from Mainland. Spirit gets it across. Rovillard in the corner, though. Now he's double-teamed off of him and out of bounds. Cook and Spence with the defense there. Mainland student section fired up, and now the Stangs have an opportunity to take the lead. Mace to walk it across here for Mainland. Here's Cook now. Tomanini hit that big three moments ago. Mace, Spencer in the corner, works his way back up, and now back to Jaquan Mace. Dan Williams calls out a new set for Mainland as we approach 3 minutes on the clock. Mainland in no hurry here. We're tied at 30, now under 3 to go in the fourth. Mazur, right on that horseshoe in front of the Mainland bench. Crossover dribble, crosses over again, and lays it in. Pretty play there from the senior, Luke Mazur. He was in foul trouble in the first half. He now has 8 points, all of them coming in the second half. Spirit breaks the pressure. Gillespie can't get it to go down low. Cook with the rebound. And now Mainland has the lead and the basketball. Mace splits the double team. Spence in the corner. 2:24 to go here in the fourth. Mace drove baseline, but he lost the basketball. Didn't even look poked away. He just left it behind him. Rovillard the other way, and he traveled. So a missed opportunity there for Holy Spirit. Jaquan Mace to inbound. 2:15 to go in the fourth. Mainland on top of Spirit, 32-30. Spirit had led by as many as 7 here in the fourth. In fact, Spirit just with 1 point in the quarter. No field goals so far here in the fourth. Tomanini for 3, and he hits another one. Tony Tomanini tied it up. Tony Tomanini, it's another big 3. They're going nuts here at the Mainland Mustang Corral. Mainland up by 5, timeout Holy Spirit, 35-30 Mustangs. Holy Spirit with work to do here. They were up by as many as 7 in the fourth, sitting on just 1 point in the quarter, now down by 5, just under 2 minutes to go. Poked out of bounds there by Cook. Henry Rovillard to inbound. To Jack. Jack drives baseline. Contact by Cook. No call. Mace with the rebound for Mainland. Now it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mainland. Let's see here. We have the official pointing that it's Mainland ball. It seemed like Spirit was celebrating, but no, the ball will stay with the Mustangs. Now here's Cook. Jaquan Mace plays catch with Cook. Spirit down by 5. They'll have to foul soon. Still no foul, though. Here's Mazur, just over a minute to go. And now a foul against Jack Rovillard. That'll send Luke Mazur to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. 7th team foul against Holy Spirit. Spartans were up 29-22 after 3. They've scored 1 point in this period. Mazur rims out. And the rebound taken down by Cook. And he lost it out of bounds. Couple of swings right there. When the dust settles, though, it'll be Holy Spirit basketball. 2-possession game here. Exactly 1 minute on the clock. Here's Sella. Jameer Smith now. Smith thought about a three. Sella, three from the corner, is long. Mace with a rebound. And he's fouled by Joe Glenn. So we'll walk the floor again for another 1-and-1. This time it'll be Jaquan Mace at the free throw line. Holy Spirit methodically pulling away from Mainland all night long, but the Mustangs have flipped the script here in the fourth in a big way. Up by 5 with Mace at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. No good. And another Mainland offensive rebound. Tony Tomanini that time. Skip past to Mazer. Spirit has to foul, and this time it's Sella. So the Mustangs, back-to-back trips, missing the front ends of these 1-and-1s, but offensive rebounds have bailed out the Stangs. And now here's Luke Mazer again with a 1-and-1 opportunity. He can make it a 3-possession game if he hits both. And he hits the first. So another free throw here for Luke Mazer. Chance to make it a 3-possession game. Right now, Mainland leads by 6. And he hits it. Spirit really has to hurry now. Here's Smith. 30 seconds to go. Spirit down 7. Glenn, high post. Robillard, low post, taken away by Mainland. Here's Cook. Jamie Gillespie can't believe it. Cook spins and gets free. Spirit still has to foul here. They're not doing it right now. And that ball's thrown out of bounds. There was still plenty of time. Spirit seemed like it didn't want to foul. And now just 12 seconds, this game all but over. Henry Robillard goes all the way in, lays it in, no timeout called. And that is how this game will come to an end. Mainland storms back in the fourth quarter and takes down rival Holy Spirit by a final of 37-32. Luke Mazer, 10 points all in the second half. That's a game high. Check that, team high for Mainland. Tony Tomanini hit some big threes down the stretch. He finishes with 9. Jake Cook, great work on the boards all night. He finishes with 6 points. Nana Osuni with 4 off of the bench. Kareem Spence, 3 off of the bench. Zach Maddock with 2, and Jaquan Mace with 3. For Holy Spirit in the loss, Henry Robillard with 11, Jack Robillard with 9, Jack Sella with 7, Joe Glenn with 4, and Gavin Gillespie with 1. So Mainland advances to a record of 7-3. Holy Spirit falls to 5-4. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Cape Atlantic League Game of the Night, brought to you by Matt Ulmer and Ulmer's Appliance Services. This has been Mike Frankel. Once again, Mainland takes down Holy Spirit 37-32.